All right, my friends, I want to show you my 7¼ inch Bosch battery operated. This is the GKS 18 volt 26L. This thing is a mean machine. However, there are two things you need to know about this saw before you buy it. So I'm going to go over some of the features and then talk about those two things that I discovered once I bought this saw. So of course, first off, this thing is a cordless saw. Now, I know what you're thinking. If you're a professional grade contractor, somebody who knows what you're doing with a circular saw, you know that battery operated saws are for small jobs and they run out quick and you need extra batteries. This is not the case with this thing. This thing is a heavy duty beast. As I mentioned before, it's an 18 volt battery. And the battery that comes with it is this really large 18 volt core 8 amp hour battery. This thing has a ton of torque. It can operate just almost exactly like my corded worm drive circular saw. The battery has a indicator on it to tell you whether or not it has juice. You just slide that baby on and you're ready to go. No cords. Now, I will tell you, this is one of the things that I wanted you to know about it. It has some weight to it. Not anything really more than what like a professional corded circular saw would have, but just be aware that this thing does have some weight to it, but it also has this really great professional grade front handle. So it's not this little thing right here, it's this thing so that you can cut comfortably with both hands. See, left-handed or right-handed, and I can find a good, nice, comfortable spot with that handle. So make sure you understand that this thing is gonna come with some weight. Now, the next thing I wanted to show you is obviously the guard. And this has a really nice lip on it. This little lip right here is really important. When you get these other saws that are smaller, often this piece is plastic and it doesn't have this lip. So it doesn't push back very smoothly when you're running through the board. This is really important, guarantees a nice clean cut and a controlled cut. Now the next thing is of course with any saw you can adjust the miter angle of the saw. So you have a full, a full 50-degree miter cut on it. So what that does is it basically tilts the saw to cut at an angle. Now, nice thing is there's some little grooves in there at 45 and a couple of other common angles. So you're not trying to find that right angle, it helps you out with that, okay? You can also adjust, as with most circular saws, but with a quick release back here on the back, this lever right here, you can adjust the depth. So that takes the table up or down, and then you can just tighten it down with a nice little quick release there. Behind that quick release, we also have a wrench to remove the blade. Pop that baby back in there, tighten that down. So to remove the blade, you just simply push this red button here in the front, if I can show you that, red button right there, and then you put the Allen wrench in the middle of the blade and loosen it up and swap the blade out to your heart's content. Now another thing that's unique to this saw, because of the size of the table on it, is this right here. This allows for a front guide. So you can put a guide in here and you can push that guide out as far as you want, and then it will keep the cut. As long as you have a gate to cut against, then you can keep that same distance from the gate in your entire cut. Really helps for quick, repeatable actions. The safety on this thing is right here. So it's on either side of the handle, right here and right here. Simply you push it down with your thumb and you pull the trigger and and the saw goes, okay? Last thing I want you to know about this saw that was really quite a pleasant surprise for me is the dust collection outlet right here. This is a heavy duty dust collection outlet. A lot of times these circular saws, these battery operated circular saws don't even have a dust collection feature. And then if they do, they're a small little bag. They don't really work because there's not a lot of airflow. What I found I can do is I can actually take my shop vac and I can put it right on the dust collector, turn that shop vac on so that when I'm cutting, as long as I've got a long enough hose, when I'm cutting, it's constantly collecting almost all the dust. So I can cut here in the garage and with no problem have no dust anywhere. This thing has been a workhorse for me. I've had it for about a year now. It shows very little wear and tear, shows absolutely no sign of quitting on me. Bosch is a very reputable brand when it comes to standing behind their products and building really heavy duty, well-built products. So I hope you enjoy this saw as much as I have.